couple things to do here. I've got a knife to do, and I've got a pair of scissors to do for a customer. And this is good practice for me because I haven't done a ton of scissors. So this is good practice for me. We've got an American Handyman. These knives right here are for like sheep farmers and stuff. Uh, like what this blade is for right here. The reason it's got no tip is because it's for circumcisions. And that's why it has that finger groove right there, so you can get a good. It's kind of gruesome, but anyway. And it's also this slip joint has a liner lock built into it. This is a really cool old knife. But anywho, here we go. Alright, looks like we got our 400 grit. Hey, thanks for joining. Just doing a customer knife here. It's a farming knife. It's for doing sheep, like a sheep farmer. It's got a castration blade on it. So I ain't got no tip. It's for a surgical procedure. But anyways, I wanted it hand sharpened, so that's what I'm doing. Moving on to 600. And he said he wanted a 600 on the utility blade. So that this one will have a good toothy edge. And then wants a 3000 on the surgical blade. Hey, thanks for joining. Alright, make sure all of our scratches are completely even. Take a ceramic and just distress that burr down. 600 grit edge is a really good edge. It's very toothy, cuts very well. Alright, just drop it a little bit. Don't want to overstrop it because, like I said, we want this blade toothy. A lot of people over sharpen knives. Makes it slide out of cuts. Makes it not cut good enough. This should be it. Let's see. Yep, it's good. Yeah, not bad at all. So this next blade is going to get a much higher polish. Hey, what's up? Thanks for stopping in. It's good to have company while I do this. So this blade is for surgery on like sheep and stuff. That reason there's no tip on there is for whenever they cut the incision and go in there, they're trying to detach the ball there, castrate animals. So that's why it doesn't have a tip, so that you can get cut only what you're wanting to cut. But I just learned that. I didn't know that's what those were for. But yeah. So this one is already not crazy dull, but he wants it high polished. So we should be able to start at a 600 because I'm not changing the bevel or anything. We're just sharpening it. And a cool thing about this on the tip, you notice there's a little scallop right there. And what it is it's shaved down on the tip to make it sharper so that it's got a thinner cutting edge on the tip there. It's kind of hard to see on this, but you can see that the blade is scalloped at the tip. It's a pretty cool little feature. And so like on the tip, I got to match that scallop up here. It's really cool. This is a cool little knife. Alright, we got our 600. Moving on to a 1200. The wrist stays locked. Basically use my body to do the motion so that my arms stay locked in place to keep that bevel perfectly flat. We're starting to get a nice shine on the edge. Hey, what's up? Thanks for joining, everybody. Like and subscribe if you don't mind, really helps. Figure eventually I'll have it to where I actually get some company on here when I'm sharpening. If anybody needs any knives done, you can email me. My email address is in my channel description. I do convex edges and flat edges. I can do whetstone sharpening. I don't do shears. I don't do a lot of like high-end scissors or nothing. Like I'll do cheaper scissors, but like scissors that if I mess them up, I can buy another pair and replace it. I'll do those, but I ain't touching your $1,500 grooming shears. I'm not good enough on shears for that. Knives, though, is my specialty. I'm very good with knife edges. This will be an absolute unit when I'm done. Okay. Looks like we got a good 1200 on there. I gotta hit that scallop. That's such a weird feature on a blade. Looks like whoever did it last didn't get it flat. Alright. Okay, now we're going to move on to the good stones. 2000 grit, resin bonded diamond stone. Need water. So these stones you got to get wet so they don't build up. And this is where we really start polishing the edge. Yeah, really starting to get a good high polish on there. I have no idea what that means, but thanks. Hey, Shadow Wolf, thanks for joining. Just finishing up this customer knife here. We're putting a 3000 grit mirror polish on this little farmer's circumcision blade. Like I said, if anybody has any knives you need sharpened, you can email me. My email address is in my channel description. Alright, looks like our 2000 is good. Alright, now move on to the 3000. No, it's not my first time. Been about probably 5 or 6 of them. I just started going live on sharpening and doing customer knives and stuff. Figure it can't hurt. Give me some company, somebody to talk to. Thanks, Sam. Hey, everybody. Thanks for dropping in. Like and subscribe if you don't mind. Trying to get my numbers up so I can actually get some people hanging out here when I sharpen. This 3000 grit mirror looks so good. Here's a bigger mirror edge so you can see what they really look like. This has got a bigger bevel on it. You can actually see what a mirror edge looks like. And that's what I'm doing here. It's just a much tighter bevel, so it's harder to see. Alright. We are about done with this edge. Yeah, these hand sharpened edges cost a little bit more than the standard convex belt grind edge, but man, they are nice. Yeah, I think I might have seen your name before. They usually put generally the same people into your feed, so probably so. I make shorts too, so you might have seen one of those. I make shorts about like collectibles, collectible knives and stuff. So this is a 6000 grit ceramic stone right here. So this is just to finish this edge and knock off that burr. This knife's going to be crazy sharp. It's like some people, I don't even want to get their knife this sharp because a lot of people haven't even ever held a piece of steel this sharp. Because it's like a lot sharper than like a utility blade or something. Yeah, I think that's going to be good. So then we just hit it on our leather strop. I use 1 micron stroppy stuff compound, and it works great. A lot of compounds you have to use a higher grit at first because of the diamond content, but this has so much diamond in it you can just start on the one. And we're going for the full mirror. Alright, let's see. Yeah, there it is. It's a good looking edge. And the other one is at a 600 grit, the utility blade. Now, let me get a new paper towel. Let me check his sharpness real quick. Yeah, it's good. So yeah, there's that. And now I got a pair of scissors to sharpen. These here, they're not like nice or nothing. He just said he wanted them done. He uses them for cutting thread when he does leather work. So, just need a screwdriver here. Oof. I wonder if they don't cut. Okay. I gotta grab my Sharpie and match this line. I just wanting to maintain that line right there. I'm sure there's better ways to do it. And like, you know, people that do shears and stuff, they're a lot better at this than I. There's a guy named Mike White, Sharpen Right Services. If you got good shears, that's the guy you want. He's an unbelievably good sharpener. All right, we're there. There's a machine they make for these. It's called the I don't know, more sharp, something like that. I can't think of the dang name of it, but I need to get one eventually. Twice as sharp. That's what it's called. It's called a twice as sharp. All right, and the back half is good, but you can really tell where he's been snipping at. Still needs some work. You have one of the scissor sharpeners, the twice as sharp? I didn't realize this was this dull. Make sure we keep that line. There we go. Now we're starting to pull apart. There we go. Okay. All right. All right. I think we're pretty close. All right. All right. I think we're about there. A little spot that's not sharp. That should be it. Let's see. If I can get them back together. Okay. Let's see how they cut. All right, let's see. Oh yeah, those are good and sharp. Check the very tip. Oh yeah, perfect. Absolutely perfect. Tip works great. Shouldn't have any trouble out of that. Well, that's that. That's what I got today. So make sure you like and subscribe and all that stuff. If you need anything sharpened, email me. My email's in the description. It's bushcraftbangers@protonmail.com. But anyway, that's that. See y'all later. Thanks everybody that tuned in. Appreciate you. Have a good day.